Hey everyone, it's Sam Bryant from Bryant Taylor Law, and this is question of the day. Should I be a single member LLC or a C-Corp? So question of the day is when we answer a question that was actually asked to us by a client or a prospective client. So before we begin, we'd really appreciate it if you like the video, if you find it helpful, or subscribe to the channel. Well, actually, and subscribe to the channel. That'd be pretty good. Yeah. So like the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. We do these videos on a regular basis, and we're trying to put out content that business owners find valuable. So should you be a single member LLC or a S-Corp? This was asked to us by somebody who spoke to an accountant, and they currently had a LLC, and the accountant told them they should be an S-Corp. And this person didn't have a partner, he just had just himself. And they were under an independent contractor agreement with a service provider. And so they were trying to look for a tax efficient way to conduct business. So, of course, the accountant told them you should be an S-Corp. And they come to us and ask which entity should they be. So I ultimately told them that they should remain a LLC. A single member LLC is simply an LLC with one owner. And as a single member LLC, you get a lot of added limited liability protection by being an LLC as opposed to just being in business as a sole proprietor. If you're a sole proprietor, then you don't have the benefit of a legal liability protection because as a sole proprietor, you and your business are the same. So when you're in business by yourself and you're a sole proprietor, you can get sued and your business can get sued and your personal assets are at risk. If you are still operating in the same exact way, but you form a single member LLC, then you now have this legal liability protection. And if your business gets sued, assuming you're operating your business in the right way, then your personal assets will generally be protected. So as you can see from that example, there's a lot of advantages from just being a single member LLC. But if you talk to an accountant and your accountant tells you you should be an S-Corp, then you may consider converting your LLC into an S-Corp. And the thing that I always want people to think about when they're thinking about converting from an LLC, a single member LLC, to a corporation, is that a corporation has a lot more structure than an LLC. A corporation has to have a board of directors and has to have officers and owners. So if you form an S-Corp strictly for tax purposes, then essentially on paper, you're going to wear 3 different hats. You're going to be an officer of your corporation, you're going to be a member of the board of the corporation, and you're going to be the 100% shareholder of the corporation. And although you're going to get more liability protection because of the structure, it's going to be weird. You're going to have to make decisions through your board, which is yourself, and sign off on those decisions as the board and implement those decisions as the officer. So if you form a corporation the right way, there's going to be a lot of paper trail there. You don't have to worry about that structure when you have a LLC. So as a single member LLC, and especially if you're just by yourself, if you don't have any employees or anything, and it's just you as the business owner, it's very inconvenient to have to formulate all those documents when you're just trying to operate your company. And a single member LLC just allows you to just run the business as you want to without that kind of rigid structure. So for this particular person, when they came to me asking, should they take the accountant's advice, I told them that the accountant only really cares about how the LLC is taxed. So if the accountant tells you you should be an S-Corp, I think what they're really trying to tell you is you should have your LLC taxed as an S-Corp. So at the end of the day, there's very few circumstances that I see as a business attorney where a single member LLC should actually convert to an S-Corp. if you're just going to remain the sole business owner and the sole equity holder of the company, then you should just consider keeping your single member LLC and then taking the S-Corp taxation. So that allows you to have the best of both worlds, which again is another advantage of the LLC. You can choose how you want to be taxed. You can choose to be taxed as a sole proprietor, or you can choose to be taxed as an S-Corp. So again, when it comes to deciding between being a single member LLC versus being an S-Corp, 9 times out of 10, I would suggest just being a single member LLC, but electing the S-Corp taxation. Of course, everyone's situation is different, so until you speak to an attorney, you can't really know what the best situation is for you. But in my experience, and odds are that you're better off just remaining as a single member LLC and then just making sure that you're taxed as an S-Corp and that you follow your accountant's advice on making sure that you are operating the right way that allows you to keep being taxed as an S-Corp. So that's all I got for you. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, press the like button. It really helps, and it really helps us see that we're actually providing value for you. So hope you check out the other videos, and I'll see you soon.